Dear students, today let us discuss about some of the common plant pigments and their health benefits. You are aware that the color of the plants, fruits and vegetables are because of the pigments present in them, but by the end of this session, you will learn that they are not only coloring agents but have lot of potential health benefits also. Now, let us list some of the common plant pigments about which we are going to discuss now. The plant pigments which we are discussing are anthocyanidin, tannin and indole. First, let us discuss about anthocyanidins. Anthocyanidins are common plant pigments derived from 2-phenylchromynylium cation known as flavulum. These are based on the flavulum ion or 2-phenylchromynylium, a type of oxonium ion. Chloride is the counter ion of the flavulum cation. They are sugar-free counterparts of anthocyanins. The phenyl group at the second position can carry different substituents. They are important because of their positive impact on health. In 12th century, quack healers recommended bilberry to overcome menstrual problems. During World War II, anthocyanidins were used to improve British pilots' night vision. Primitive humans consumed large amounts of anthocyanins as they ate mostly fruits, flowers and vegetables which got their color due to these pigments. The objectives of this session is, by the end of the session, you will be able to understand what are anthocyanidins, its food sources, functions and health benefits. Also, you will understand about tannin, classification of tannin, their food sources and the health benefits of tannins. Lastly, we will learn about indole, their properties and occurrence, food sources and functions. Now, let us learn about anthocyanidins first. What are anthocyanidins? They are the specific chemical compounds responsible for the pigment coloration of different fruits and vegetables. They are known as anthocyanidins. These powerful chemicals are packed in these colored foods. Anthocyanins are formed when anthocyanidins are coupled to sugars. These sugars can be coupled at different places and so many different sugars are present in plants. Hence, a large range of anthocyanins can be formed. The health benefits of anthocyanidins are similar to those of other plant-based chemicals readily available in a wide range of plant foods. Anthocyanidins has excellent antioxidant properties and are remarkable for their healing power inside the body. The health benefits of antioxidants include anti-carcinogen qualities, better heart health and a range of other positive effects. They are also known to have a positive effect on collagen, the tissues present under the skin. Now, let us see about the classification of anthocyanins. The anthocyanins are classified as 3-deoxy anthocyanidins such as luteolinidin are a class of anthocyanidins that lacks an hydroxyl group on carbon 3. Chemically, anthocyanins are subdivided into sugar-free anthocyanidin A glycans and the anthocyanin glycosides. Next, we shall list the main food sources that are rich in anthocyanidins. Students, do you have any idea about which fruits and vegetables are good sources of this pigment? These food sources can be identified by their bright colors. Anthocyanidins are high in number of fruits and vegetables. These powerful antioxidant foods can be easily identified by their bright colors. In food, the main sources of anthocyanins are berries and some vegetables such as eggplants and avocado, olives, red onion, fig, sweet potato, mango and purple corn are some examples. Now, I will list some food sources, the quantity of anthocyanin present in them, and what function do they perform. First is blueberries. Blueberries contain around 25 to 497 milligram of anthocyanins, and these tiny berries are often eaten along with cereal, in baked goods or with yogurt. They carry a powerful blend of anthocyanidins and other antioxidants under their indigo skins. The next is the red and black color grapes. They contain around 30 to 750 milligram of anthocyanin, and these varieties of grapes also contain a lot of anthocyanidins. This makes wine a potential health booster in moderation. Even jams and jellies also carry the same antioxidants, but with a lot of sugars, they add only some unwanted calories to a meal. Therefore, fresh grapes are always a good recommendation. Next fruit is the cranberries, which have around 60 to 200 milligram of anthocyanins. These sour berries include a good serving of anthocyanidins. However, many cannot stomach the cranberry without some additional sugar or other complementary flavors. Next is the raspberries and the blackberries. They also contain around 10 to 60 milligram and 83 to 326 milligram of anthocyanin, and these colorful berries, they are loaded up with anthocyanidin pigmentation, are also a great source of antioxidants, especially when they are eaten in season. The next one, the red cabbage, and the bright color of red cabbage reflects its high anthocyanidin value. Red onions, which contain around 7 to 21 milligram, they are the versatile vegetables which give flavor to sandwiches, soups, salads and pasta dishes. A good reason to use these anthocyanidin value is that they are often used raw, where the strength of certain chemicals can be reduced by cooking fruits and vegetables. The next, eggplant, which is having a very good quantity of anthocyanin, is a purple giant of the garden, is also a anthocyanidin rich food. For the best nutritional value, roasting the eggplant whole or using it in another way that includes eating the skin where antioxidants are located is recommended. I think, students, now we are able to associate anthocyanidins with many fruits and vegetables, and you can list some fruits that are good sources of anthocyanidins and also locally available in your places. Can you think some fruits and vegetables? Yes, they are red and black grapes, red cabbage, etc. Next, we will learn about the chemical features and functions of anthocyanidins. First, we will see about the chemical feature of anthocyanidins. They are the salt derivative of the cation flavulum, and that is called as anthocyanidin. At the second position of the phenyl group, different substituents can be placed to make anthocyanidins. They have a slight astringent taste, and anthocyanins are also found in stems, flowers, leaves and roots of higher plants. The functions of this is, they have many different functions for the plant, and anthocyanins, since they are the important antioxidants, their effect on human health is still poorly understood, but they protect the plants from free radicals which may destroy the DNA and cause cell death. They protect the plant against UV light. They act as a defense mechanism, and they are very important in the pollination and reproduction. After briefly understanding about the functions of anthocyanins, we will learn about the health promoting benefits of anthocyanidins. They are found to be very effective for a variety of health conditions. Few studies have shown that anthocyanins as antioxidants have health promoting effects which include reduced risk of coronary heart disease, improved visual activity and antiviral activity. First we will see about the health benefits of nervous system. The human brain is prone to oxidative damages. Brain damage is due to peroxynitrite nitration caused by tyrosine residues that is present in enzymes and proteins. Nerve receptor sites are blocked by nitrated tyrosine. In blood vessels, anthocyanidin can prevent atherosclerosis. It can prevent the oxidation of low density lipoproteins in the blood vessels. Anthocyanidins present in bilberries are stronger antioxidants than vitamin C. Anthocyanidins are also very effective in reducing stress on the blood vessels. Microcapillary integrity is maintained by anthocyanidins. The capillary walls are stabilized by anthocyanidin. It is very effective in fighting ischemia reperfusion. In this condition, there is a reduced oxygen supply, creates oxidants that cause the white blood cells to stick to the capillary walls and further causes capillary damage. This condition can be improved by taking fruits with high anthocyanidin content. With regard to diabetes, the diabetes retinopathy can cause severe vision loss or even blindness. It occurs when the body itself tries to repair damaged capillaries, but in order to do so, it produces excess of proteins. Anthocyanidin prevent leaking along with abnormal protein proliferation. Regular consumption of fruits and vegetables rich in anthocyanidins improves night vision. Finally, we will learn about the uses and drawbacks of this water-soluble anthocyanins. About uses, these strong colors have been used as food coloring agent since historical times. In practice, the pure colors are very hard to obtain and most often crude extracts are used as food colors. Grape peel and blackcurrant extract are the most widely used anthocyanin mixtures in foods. Extracts of berries have been used to color drinks, pastries and other foods. The drawbacks are the color is also susceptible towards temperature, oxygen, UV light and different cofactors. Temperature may destroy the flavulum ion and thus causes loss of color. Temperature also causes Maillard reactions in which the sugar residues in the anthocyanins may be involved. Light also may have a similar effect. Oxygen may destroy the anthocyanins as do other oxidizing reagents such as the peroxides and vitamin C. Many other components in plants and foods may interact with the anthocyanin and either destroy, change or increase the color. Quinones in apples, for example, enhance the degradation of anthocyanins, whereas the addition of sugar to strawberries stabilizes the color. All these factors limit the use of anthocyanin in foods. The loss of color during storage may be prevented by storing at low temperatures in dark containers or under oxygen-free packaging. Anthocyanins, when used as food colors, are not toxic, but when they exceed the levels that may be ingested when we are consuming berries or anthocyanin colored fruits, the toxicity of the highly concentrated anthocyanin mixtures that are presently sold as food supplements is not well investigated. After completing anthocyanidins, next we shall learn about tannins, and they are the polyphenolic compounds. Now, what are tannins? Tannins is a type of biomolecule, astringent, bitter plant polyphenolic compound that binds to and precipitates proteins and various other organic compounds, including amino acids and alkaloids. These compounds are widely distributed in many species of plants. The astringency causes the dry and puckery feeling in the mouth after the consumption of unripened fruit or red wine. Likewise, the destruction or modification of tannins with time plays an important role in the ripening of fruit and the aging of wine. This tannins, it is classified chemically into two main groups, that is the hydrolysable and condensed tannins. Hydrolysable tannins, they are decomposable in water, react to form other substances, yield various water-soluble products such as gallic acid and protocatechic acid and sugars. Gallotannin or common tannic acid is the best known of the hydrolysable tannins. The European chestnut tree and the American chestnut oak yield hydrolysable tannins, which is important in leather manufacture. Next is the condensed tannins. They form insoluble precipitates called the tanners reds or flobarbins. Among the important condensed tannins are the extracts from the wood or bark of quebracho, mangrove and wattle trees. Other than hydrolysable and condensed tannins, we also have pseudotannins. What are pseudotannins? These pseudotannins are low molecular weight compounds associated with other compounds. Unlike hydrolysable and condensed tannins, it cannot be used as tanning compounds. Some examples of pseudotannins are gallic acid, flavontriols, chlorogenic acid, etc. Next, we will learn about the importance of tannins and their usage in foods and beverages. Tea and wine are the best known human dietary sources of tannins. Low traces of tannins has been found in coffee pulp. Other sources include fruit juices except citrus. Wine aged in charred oak wooden barrels possess tannins absorbed from the naturally occurring tannins in the wood, which seep out into the wine. This concentration gives wine its unique bitterness. The tannins draw residual proteins from the tongue and mouth, which gives wine its aftertaste. Consumption of foods with higher fat content neutralizes this effect. Beer, in addition to the alpha acids extracted from hops to provide bitterness in beer, condensed tannins are also present in beer. These originate both from the malt and hops. In larger type beers, the tannins precipitate with specific haze forming proteins in the beer to form turbidity at low temperature. This chill haze can be prevented by removing part of the tannins using PVPP or part of the haze forming proteins using silica or tannic acid. When we consider fruit juices, citrus fruits do not themselves contain tannins, but the orange colored juices often contain food dyes with tannins. Apple, grape and berry juices are all high in tannins. Sometimes tannins are even added to juices and ciders to create a more astringent feel to the taste. Now, do you have any idea about the food items that are good sources of tannins? Yes, it is present only in fruits, vegetables and nuts. They are in fruits Pomegranates are highly astringent and therefore they are inedible when they are not extremely ripe, but berries such as cranberries, strawberries and blueberries contain both hydrolysable and condensed tannins. With regard to nuts, raw nuts such as hazelnuts, walnuts and pecans contain high amounts of tannins. Almonds have a lower content. Acorns contain high concentrations of tannins but must be processed for safe consumption. The areca nut also contains tannin. Tannins are present in smoked foods also, especially on the surface of smoked fish and meat. They are present in herbs and spices like cloves, tarragon, cumin, thyme, vanilla and cinnamon also contain sufficient amount of tannins. In legumes, red colored beans contain the most and white colored beans have the least. Peanut without shells have a very low tannin content. Chickpeas also have a smaller content of tannins. In chocolate, the chocolate liquor contains about 6% of tannins. After learning about the sources and their usage, now we will proceed to learn about the health benefits of tannins. Researchers have shown that tannin components are anti-carcinogenic and this is related to their antioxidative properties. The health effects of tannins are: the first one, the tea polyphenols and many tannin components were suggested to be anti-carcinogenic. The anti-carcinogenic and anti-mutagenic potentials of tannins are related to their antioxidative property, which is important in protecting cellular oxidative damage, including lipid peroxidation. The generation of superoxide radicals are inhibited by tannins and related compounds. The antimicrobial properties are associated with the hydrolysis of ester linkage between gallic acid and polyols hydrolyzed after ripening of many edible fruits. Tannins in these fruits thus serve as a natural defense mechanism against microbial infections. The antimicrobial property of tannic acid can also be used in food processing to increase the shelf life of certain foods such as catfish fillets. Tannins have also been reported to exert other physiological effects like accelerating blood clotting, reducing blood pressure, decrease the serum lipid level, produce liver necrosis and modulate immunoresponses. Because of its astringent properties, tannin has been used to treat tonsillitis, pharyngitis, hemorrhoids and skin eruptions. Tannic acid is also taken by mouth and applied directly for bleeding, chronic diarrhea, dysentery, bloody urine, painful joints, persistent cough and cancer. These days, people apply tannic acid directly to the affected area to treat cold sores and fever blisters, diaper rash and prickly heat, sore throat, sore tonsils, spongy or receding gums and skin rashes, and to stop bleeding. Vaginally, tannic acid is used as a douche for white or yellowish discharge. Till now, students, we were learning about the benefits of tannins, and even though they have many health benefits, still some precautions should be taken while we are using tannins. The precautions that we should take are: though tannic acid is safe, it should be used only in amounts present in foods. Tannic acid seems unsafe when applied to the skin. In large amounts, tannic acid can cause side effects such as stomach irritation, nausea, vomiting and liver damage. Regular consumption of herbs with high tannin concentrations are associated with an increased chance of developing nose or throat cancer. Tannic acid can cause kidney damage, making existing kidney problems worse. Also, it causes liver damage, making the liver problems still worse. Also, it absorbs substances in the stomach and intestines, and tannic acid taken along with medications orally can decrease the absorption. So far, we were learning about anthocyanins and tannins. Next, we shall learn about indole. What is indole? Indole is an aromatic heterocyclic organic compound, bicyclic in structure, consisting of a 6-membered benzene ring fused to a 5-membered nitrogen containing pyrrole ring. Indole is widely distributed in the natural environment and it can be produced by a variety of bacteria. Indole regulates various aspects of bacterial physiology as an intercellular signal molecule, including spore formation, plasmid stability, resistance to drugs, biofilm formation and virulence. The amino acid tryptophan is an indole derivative and the precursor of the neurotransmitter serotonin. Next, we will look into the general properties of indole. Indole is solid at room temperature and it can be produced by bacteria as a degradation product of the amino acid tryptophan. It occurs naturally in human feces and it has an intense fecal odor. At very low concentrations, it has a flowery smell and it is a constituent of many flacens and perfumes. The corresponding substituent is called indolenyl. Indole undergoes electrophilic substitution mainly at position 3 and these substituted indoles are structural elements of the tryptophan derived tryptophan alkaloids like the neurotransmitter serotonin and melatonin. Next, let us learn about some chemical reactions of indole. Indole is not basic and the bonding situation is completely analogous to that in pyrrole. Very strong acids such as hydrochloric acid are required to protonate indole. The most reactive position on indole for electrophilic aromatic substitution is C3, which is 10 to the power 13 times more reactive than benzene. After the NH proton, the hydrogen at C2 is the next most acidic proton on indole. Reaction of N-protected indoles with butyl lithium or lithium dispropylamide results in lithiation exclusively at the C2 position. This strong nucleophile can then be used as such with other electrophiles. Due to the electron-rich nature of indole, it is easily oxidized. Simple oxidants such as N-bromosuccinamide will selectively oxidize indole 1 to oxyindole. After learning about the chemical reactions, can you suggest a few applications of indole? Yes, it is used in the perfume industry of natural jasmine oil. The natural jasmine oil contains around 2.5% of indole. Since 1 kilogram of the natural oil requires processing several million jasmine blossom, indole is used in the manufacture of synthetic jasmine oil. Finally, now we will learn about the anti-carcinogenic activity of indoles and their food sources. Studies have suggested that the phytochemical indole 3-carbinol has anti-cancer benefits. Cancer occurs when abnormal cells grow in an uncontrolled manner. Normally, cells go through a process of programmed cell death known as apoptosis. Cancer cells grow and spread because they are able to avoid apoptosis. Dietary studies suggest an high dietary intake of cruciferous vegetables and decreased cancer risk. Indoles are shown to exert anti-carcinogen activity. According to a study, indole 3-carbinol inhibits prostate cancer cells. In addition to other laboratory studies, there is ample evidence that indole 3-carbinol can help to prevent and treat prostate cancer. The diets rich in fruits, vegetables and cereal grains may help to reduce the risk of cancer and other diseases. Cruciferous vegetables provide a rich indole source, and the cruciferous vegetables include Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cabbage and turnips. Now students, to summarize, till now we learnt about anthocyanins, tannins and indoles, their functions, food sources and the health benefits. Okay, bye students. I will meet you in the next module.